Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing 60 Seconds by popular demand. If you don't know what this game is, it's basically like a survival game. I'm not going to say much else, just get right into it. Yeah. I don't know why I said survival. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, what's this? Alright, we're gonna do scavenge. That's the mode we're gonna go with. The music turned off. It's rather weird. Oh no, it's a different mode. Ah, the tutorial. You know what? Actually, no. I know how to play. We're just gonna jump right into it. Let's do. I experience a one of a kind. No. A full time experience. Oh, here we go. Sorry guys, I'm not actually that good at this. We'll do the medium difficulty and let's just get right into it. I kind of like the music. It's almost a little quiet. All right, so we need to gather supplies. Oh, that's her. Alright, get the soup. Oh, drop her down there. Get Timmy. I think that's his name. This board thing, and some more water. So, 60 seconds. The name of the game, we have 1 minute to get as much stuff as we can, and then dip. You have to get out. So far, I'd say we're doing pretty darn alright. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm trying to get as many people as possible. Let's get my lovely wife. Kind of looks like my real life wife. Alright, drop down the loot. Alright, we're gonna need a map. We're gonna need a gas mask. Some more water could never hurt. Oh, give me the flashlight, give me the flashlight. Oh! So, greed is what kills man. It's a little embarrassing for our first run. You could laugh all you would like. We got the music back though. Da 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 da. I am going to run it back. I am gonna do better. And I am not gonna die. See, I wasn't really like thinking about what I should have grabbed. I wasn't close to anything at the beginning. And I also went the wrong way. Alright, I see Dolores up in here. So we're gonna grab Dolores, 2 cans of food, and then we're out. 2 cans of food. Boom. Ooh, grab the flashlight, it's right there. Why not? Grab this, throw that in there. Let's grab our obese daughter, some food. Alright, this one's not looking too good, guys. I'm not gonna front. Grab a little bit of water. Heck, grab the radio. We can't grab that. Grab some more water. Some more food. I don't see Timmy. Timmy, I'm not gonna forget you. Alright, we got Timmy. Scout's handbook. Can we grab the med kit? No. We grab a water though. Alright, I know gas mask is important. Don't want this. Bro, that was close. That was close. It's real close. I was a little worried you died twice in a row there. Then I might have just restarted the video. Hey, we're getting achievements though. Day 1. If you guys could wait 1 second. I'm making the video right now. Alright, let's keep moving. So yeah, I'd say we did okay. A little bit of water, a little bit of soup. I probably should have done better, but we can finesse some. Day 1. All this made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. We vaguely remembered stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favor. And we got the map. W! Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from the cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. I'm getting a phone call, guys. I'll actually be right back. Alright, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. That was actually a long cut. But anyway. Where was I? Oops. 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 Alright. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water remains. We don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Time to ration supplies. I don't know. I'm assuming everyone's good. No one's getting food on the first day. You would expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench any petty arguments, and the future is not looking too pretty, and all you see is naked walls. Not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened, we started fighting like crazy. Oh great, so now we're beefing. I'm eating Cheez-It Grooves. These are literally the best Cheez-Its on the planet. My camera's not blocking anything, by the way, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm so sorry. We're done fighting, but for how long? Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying so out loud. Doris is quite calm given the situation. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. I think everyone's good. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. How about that trip to Nevada we've been postponing for a while now? Maybe we should go there. That's our first stop after we get out of here. Eat some more Cheez-Its. Actually, I'll read it first. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. Ted should drink something soon. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Doris will not last on all that water, and we can't leave Timmy without water. I'm gonna give him water today. Cool. Yeah, we're not going out. Or wait. If they have the gas mask, that's like what that's for, right? What is that? It seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. And why is everything shaking? Oh my god. Grab something and hold on. Alright. I'm gonna save this since we need that for tomorrow. Uh-oh. Damn. Great, so we lost the flashlight and the radio. Everyone okay? Let's hope so. We need to make a proper inspection. That was a nasty earthquake. We never used to get such bad ones before. All because of the atoms. Definitely the atoms. No one should mess with the atoms. No one. Ted isn't thirsty. Okay, no one's thirsty. Time to ration supplies. I think everyone's good off the food. Like, no one's complaining yet. We can't take a... Oh, okay. Can they... Alright, let's send out... Timster. Bye, Demi. Timmy went to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. We got the equipment, just the gas mask, and Ted is fine. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today. No one trouble dared to cross her path. Everything seems okay with Doris. Are we good off food? Did we lose a can of food though? Dreadful sounds becoming boring. Okay, we don't have this, so sucks to suck. Sorry about the dreadful silence. Uh-oh. Alright. Let's have everyone food. We'll do every like 5 days. There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard, we can hear the neighbors in their shelter. Ted needs water. Ted is really tired. Everyone needs a drink. Yeah. Everyone's getting fully loaded today. Except Timmy. Oh, we should have fed Timmy. We're locked up and it's easy to grow tired of the situation. Dolores has been looking rather down for a while now. She even refuses to eat soup. How crazy is that? It's hard to say if we can't help her. Trying to her might be worth a shot. I don't know what that would do. There you go. Let's keep her pushing. Giving Dolores a book seemed like a really good idea, but she was too tired and sad to read anything. I hope she gets better soon. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted is no longer thirsty. Everyone's tired. Mary Jane's thirsty. Dolores is no longer hungry or thirsty, but they're all tired. Wouldn't you know it, our dear Mary Jane keeps a diary. For some reason, she was hiding it in the scout book we keep in our shelter. You have no doubts what needs to be done right now. Each of us must be assigned a role in the diary and must read it out loud, right? Yes. Timmy, make it back, buddy. We managed to read the first sentence, then there was darkness and pain, lots of pain. The diary is gone, let's never speak of this again. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy, and Ted was hurt? What? Oh! Oh lord. How is he hurt? Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time, she has no energy, and she complains she can't get a good night's sleep. Sorry everybody. Felt like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. I think it's a rat at least. It looks like a rat. A rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it, or, to put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. Is that why we lost that can of food? Kimmy! If you didn't hear the hatch open, that's how you know. As we were running around looking for something to smash that fairy rodent with, it just disappeared. So did one of our food cans. The question is, how did that evil devil fit it through one of those little holes? We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. The sweet, sweet prospect of government aid. Hey, we're no commies, but centrally planned help during the apocalypse is something we're really looking forward to. Our expedition excited the shelter, right? Let's go, baby! Before the airdrop started falling out of the sky, one of the food drops broke in midair, and now it's raining soup. Luckily for us, a few cans survived the fall. Some crates were filled with very weird stuff. Why did they drop a crate full of rubber ducks? At least one of the smaller crates had a few water bottles in it. A bunch of folks were having a gunfight over several crates of dropped supplies. One group emerged victorious and chased off their opponents. One of the guns from the fight was left behind. W? Our neighbors from another shelter gave us their radio. They said they found it in one of the dropped crates, but they already had a working radio. Damn it, our gas mask was damaged. That's a good trade-off, though. Ted should drink. Timmy is very hungry. Okay. You could have that. Let's get everyone some water. We're not doing no expedition. We wish we could just leave. Sitting down here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. We're 10 days survived. I mean, I don't know about Ted for that much longer, but as long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Is there anything that can be done about Ted's injuries? Ted's still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. Ted is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Timmy is very hungry, and Timmy keeps falling asleep in his chair. Alright, Timmy. Just give him some water, too. Why not? We were discussing plans for our next meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight and weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could. Must have some water. We got more water, I think. Our visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all the best. It's a great feeling to be helping someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope to make it out of there. Is there anything that can bend out Ted's injuries? And Ted is still tired. Timmy needs to rest a bit longer, but he's no longer hungry. Loris would really love to eat something. Oh, I think everyone was supposed to eat today, but Timmy ate yesterday, so he can wait. No one said they were thirsty, so we'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah, we'll ready him for the wasteland. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting as far away as possible from the radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought that the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who could help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Portable radio for the dub. Alright, let's see. We knew it! The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give an exact date in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch for a couple days and told us to wait for their instruction. Ted might have some nasty scars if his wounds ever heal. Ted hasn't recovered his energy and he's really thirsty. Mary Jane is thirsty. Alright. Let's bless up everyone but Timmy. Actually, no, we'll give Timmy some water too, just to like balance everybody out. We're sending out Mary Jane. I feel like she's fat. Okay. You know what? She's gonna go out there with nothing so that she can get the most back. Bye, Mary Jane. I wouldn't even be that mad if she doesn't come back for real. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover strength. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Ted's getting worse and worse. Either we do something about his wounds or he is done for. Timmy needs to rest a little bit longer until he should eat something. But Doris is no longer thirsty. Let's bless Timmy up. We thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. Go get him, Timmy. Bump, bump, bump. Ted looks happy. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as the survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. Ted's getting worse and worse. Ted is rested. Timmy still isn't hungry. Cool. Well, yeah, if there was anything to report about Dolores, we're ready. We're all good. Everyone is good. What was that? Did the radio static just stop for a moment? Let's try tuning in on that signal. Once had we waded through all the static, we found a transmission that was hosted by some nut talking about conspiracies and saucer men from Mars abducting people. Pretty amusing. Ted's getting worse and worse. Either we do something about his wounds or he is done for. They've been saying that for like 10 days. All Ted wishes for a few drops of water. Timmy needs to rest. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. Okay. Everyone wants... No one else is hungry. Dolores wants food and water. He just wants water, and he just wants water. Alright. It's been a while, and we don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If only we had a chance to tune into an emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Let's give it a try. Try not to break it. Oops. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Timmy needs to rest a little bit longer, and Ted's wounds were too serious and left untreated, became infected and took his life. Dolores is no longer hungry or thirsty. And let's keep it pushing. Where did the green puddle come from? Oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act now, and no one has packed them up. What do we do? Scout book. Hope it doesn't kill anybody else. And Big Chungus still isn't back, so problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. Timmy needs to rest a little bit longer, and if there was something to report at LORS, this is where it would have been written. What about Timmy? He's been resting all day, bro. We decided to have some fun today and play a game or two. The first one was picking the game we were going to play. This took most of the day, and we still haven't made up our minds. Guess who's back? Back to eat all her food. And is sick. She better have dubbed up, though. We thought playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence was too annoying, and we quickly stopped. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We were surprised to find out that the metro station wasn't exactly abandoned. It's inhabited by a group that uses bullets as currency. They were armed and not overly friendly, but they're no bandits either. They allowed us to look around as long as we didn't touch any of their stuff. Near the metro entrance, we discovered a tomato soup vending machine, of course. We left most of our change in another pair of trousers, but we took whatever we could. Plus, we got a suit. The metro station traders took a special liking to our clothing. We were always proud of our dress sense, but in our opinion, during the apocalypse, you never say no to a package of fresh ammunition. Also, you can probably manage just fine without your undergarments, so we quickly came to the arrangement. There was a small maintenance area next to the ticket booths. We were hoping to find a bit of soup to finally wash ourselves. What? Oh, soap to finally wash ourselves. The only thing we could find there was a can of bug spray. The group living at the station threw in a bunch of suitcases, backpacks, and bags to form a big pile and called it a barricade. We carefully took out a particularly nice-looking suitcase. It was quite tricky, and we came close to collapsing that house of cards. But thankfully, we did not ruin the whole thing. The last expedition got us thinking maybe we should just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those on our future expeditions. Timmy still hasn't rested. Timmy prefers apple juice, but right now we should get him some water, and Timmy's very hungry. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food, and Mary Jane is really hungry and contracting illness. She wants water, she wants food, and my boy Timster wanted water. Mary Jane used to be cheerful, but lately she's feeling a bit down. She clearly misses her music lessons. She keeps humming her favorite classical pieces, imitating the sound of tuba. She said she would die for a chance to play it again, which may very well happen if we let her out of the shelter. If this would help to bring her a smile to her weary face, maybe we should consider letting her out for a short walk around the house above. I mean, sure, but she literally just got back from an expedition. Oh! Uh-oh. Short walk, she didn't come back. Mary Jane got very excited when we agreed to let her look for a tuba. She said if she can't find her instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like some sheet music. We sure hope the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static or even the sweet sound of silence. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Timmy's very hungry and Timmy's rested, but neither of them are thirsty. When we looked closely at our map, we noticed someone had written a set of mysterious directions in one of the corners. Will it lead to some kind of treasure? It might be worth sending someone to investigate. Go get him, Dolores. And we're now on day 20. Mary Jane is back, looking just as sick. Jeez, we have plenty of soup, but not enough water. The map directions weren't too hard to follow. We made our way to one of the neighbors' backyards and dug under the trees. We discovered 2 food cans. That's what we call a successful treasure hunt. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Mary Jane's side needs a little bit of food, and Mary Jane's condition is not getting any better. Mary Jane is tired, she becomes cranky, and she should be better in a few days. Timmy should eat something. Alright, everyone needs some food, which is fine. Might as well. Actually, no. We'll save it. We need to chill. Yesterday during charades, we learned Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell anti-disestablishmentarianism, and it left Dolores sorely disappointed. She insists on home, or rather, shelter schooling Mary Jane a little. The girl's sick. Leave her alone. That's my hot take. Ooh, some Morse code. Beep, 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 beep. Mary Jane just made a real scene complaining that Doris will never be happy, even if both of her children became president, won Nobel Prize, and simultaneously became the first people on the moon. Dolores begs to differ. She says she would be at least a little content in this scenario. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane is still sick, and she is still tired. Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. Dolores is no longer hungry. Everyone needs water, and... Oops. She needs everything. Cool. We still got a little bit more water to go. Another broadcast from the military. They said they need to locate the general area we're in, and that they want us to leave specific markings close by. They said the markings should be cards, playing cards. How strange is that? We're supposed to go out to the nearest bus stop and pin the card denoting our head count. There. Weird. Perhaps, but if we're doing it, the time is now. Well, you know what? We almost died for grabbing these playing cards, so I'm happy. They're gonna stick up a 3 of diamonds right up on that pole, because you know there's only 3 people left. The cards are in place. All we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our exact location. This shouldn't take long, we hope. Mary Jane's condition isn't getting any better. She's no longer hungry, no longer thirsty. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water. Okay. Cool. We got a nice fro going on. Alright, you know, we can send Mary Jane back outside. We can use some extra supplies. The last time we went on a supply room, we noticed a damaged tank stuck to the rubble nearby. You know, Mary Jane's already, like, sick, so it can't get much worse. She get better? Looks like the army rations consist mostly of canned tomato soup and bottled water, unless someone else left the supplies in the wrecked tank. Mary Jane is all well now. Timmy's no longer thirsty, and Doris is doing quite well, or she can't just find anything to complain about. Cool. Everyone is doing great, and we got some little extra water. That should be good. And we'll send Mary Jane out with the briefcase. And a blick. And where is it? We can do a map, but she's gonna need some ammo for her gun.
I do.
Ah! Alrighty guys, sorry for the interruption. I will be right back. I'm gonna have to cut this another time, but I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, sorry about that, but we are back. I just had to eat some dinner real quick. But yeah, let's get right back into it. Yeah, we were sending Mary Jane out with the gun, the map, the everything. I cannot get my hair to work for me ever, guys. I don't think you could ever understand the dilemma. Alright. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hears back. Water's all Dolores wants, and she could really love to eat something. Timmy's on his best behavior. Alright, bless her up. We were visited by a young woman today. She's on a mission to rescue her twin brother who went missing after he challenged a local bandit leader for a duel. She said they've been observing us for a while now, and they were hoping to visit us together eventually, but then her brother went missing. She asks that we help her reunite with her brother and promises we will not regret it. Alright, no, send out Delore Lore. Delele. The woman quickly called a group of friends, and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the lost twin brother was no problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence, trying to escape in his duel with the bandit leader. He lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries, and he'll be just fine. The siblings thanked us 100 times and said they would definitely contact us again. Dolores is just tired, and Timmy needs water. Cool. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just 1 can of soup, we could get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards a mysterious bag. Of course, we're taking the deal. We got a kitty. Now that's a dub. A Shadikov. It's a Russian cat. I think he dropped the bombs for real. Because it said the commies. We got a commie cat. Commie cat. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to just be an angry house cat. Feline gave us a menacing look and probably sat down in the corner to clean itself. The caller says Shadikov. Is that his name? Timmy's no longer thirsty, but he's tired. Dolores is doing quite well, but she can't find anything to complain about, which is perfect. We were about to finish dinner, if you can call it that. Then we heard someone knocking on the door. It seems to be the trader, who is very interested in ammunition. How about that? Let's give him checkers. It knocks on the door. Mary Jane still hasn't come back, which is crazy. She has a gun. She's gonna come back. She's gonna come back with so much. We were checking into the ammunition. The visitor was quite confused and tried to explain what ammunition was. We pretended to understand nothing. It was very amusing until he left with our checkers board. A-hole. Dolores has to drink sometimes, and Timmy is very hungry. Boom and boom. Our town used to be a very quaint and friendly place before the blast. One of the townsfolk we often recall is the old man Jim, who would sometimes limp through our street. Turns out he's alive and well, and still homeless. Some things never change. He clearly misses us just as much as we miss him. He's been banging on our shelter door for the past few days, whether we went to buy a rock. Sure. Unless it's for, like, our last can of water. Alright, we still have the water up here. That's good. We opened the door and greeted the old man with a smile. He was eager to show us his bag filled with a rich choice of rocks and convinced us to take one for free, for old time's sake. We agreed, carefully chose the best looking rock and let the man leave. We can't complain, it's a good rock. Really, also, he claimed it brings luck. We'll see about that. Dolores is no longer thirsty, but she would really love something to eat. And, Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. Okay, so, boom, boom. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is they've probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is they're huge and will probably attack us when they get a chance. Hit it with the bug spray. When you have a cat, I mean, my cat kills, what are those things called? That chirp? Oh, crickets. I have to sneeze. Achoo! 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 Alright. Achoo! Oh, jeez. We're back. Anyway. Alright, Dolores no longer hungry, and Timmy's not thirsty. If there's one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell us brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, and wizards. It would be so reassuring to hear one of his stories again, and yet we don't have a photo of him, just memories. I don't know what the scout handbook would help us with, unless she's in it. Mary Jane Dubb? Alright, she did, in fact, double you up. We have not only a first aid kit, and she looks sick, so she might need it, but water, too? That's pretty dumb. We did it! The photo we were looking for was stuck between the pages of the Scout Handbook. There's a lot of stuff in there. What a lucky coincidence. It's a bit blurry, but it's still a wonderful surprise. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We found the 10-cent hotel in ruins, but there was plenty to look through. Pieces of furniture, suitcases, and other hotel supplies were scattered all over the place. Now we know the secret of their restaurant chef. It's tomato soup. No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. Every room was stocked with water bottles for the guests. A few of them remained relatively untouched by the explosion. In what was left in one of those rooms, two figures were playing chess. One was a skeleton, and the other was a man in some kind of metal armor. They gave us their chessboard, claiming they had a spare one. Only when we walked away did we discover they gave us checkers instead of chess. What a sick joke. One of the luggage bags was filled with a wide array of different flashlight models. Excited, we tried them all, but only one was in working condition. The lobby mostly destroyed everything, and barely anything could be found on the floor, except for one very hairy and very dead lumberjack. He had an axe in his hand. Wow, so we got our chessboard back, our flashlight back, and we got an axe and a medkit. During the trip, we lit a fire to warm up. It wasn't long before we had a few bandits standing next to our fireplace, demanding them all of our supplies. In a sudden rush of adrenaline, we decided to toss a few bullets into the fire. What followed was a barrage that sent those bastards running with their pants on fire. In their haste, they even forgot a few of their lungs. Damn it, we really like that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Alright, so we lost a suitcase. So much for the rifle. Got damaged during our expedition. Our map really took a beating. Yeah. Spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. The window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expedition will be more lucky. Mary Jane needs food, and Dolores is thirsty. You know what? We're gonna bless everybody up. Keep us on the schedule at day 30. Guess we might as well. Shuddy Cove sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens to be that the address on its collar is it's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and A trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check the address? Sure. Maybe we'll have more water. Doesn't look like it. We get anything. Before we reached the end of the street, we were stopped by 2 men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they'd been looking for him for a while now. Sheriff belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. Mary Jane's I got a little attached. Mary Jane's diet used a little bit of food, and she seems to sleepy all the time and doesn't have energy. Doris is no longer thirsty, and Timmy is good. At least about 5 minutes ago. Alright. It's about time we chose someone to scavenge the wasteland. Dolores, your time is up, lady. You know what? Take the flashlight, dog. Good luck, Dolores. Doris is on her way to the surface. Hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Equipment is a flashlight. That's all she took. Mary Jane needs more food. No surprise. But she's so tired, and it looks like the good scout he is, Timmy, is making the best out of the situation. Even seems cheerful. Let's give her some food. It's lucky that we have extra to spare. When we heard a knock at the door this morning, we held our breath in fear. But when we heard children was coming outside, we decided to open up. It was a little pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but now they've branched out to other items too. Smart girls. Well, I'll take a harmonica. I'm sure Mary Jane will like that. Alright. The girls were very kind, and their prices were more than fair, so we gladly accepted their offer. How clever of them to keep their business alive, even after the apocalypse. We're impressed. Mary Jane is no longer hungry, and water is what she wants. We couldn't get a clear signal from the radio until midday, but after returning to the military broadcast, we were left speechless. Not only did they not deliver the evacuation promise, they ordered us to dispose of all of our farms for the military to save us. Who asks such things of an American? Who? We don't have one. It broke. Where it knocks. Maybe the military? The kitty's back! Since we didn't have a gun to begin with, soldiers shouldn't have any issues with us. To our surprise, we found Sharikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates? Our kind hearts? Optimism? Or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. And Timmy's no longer thirsty. Everyone's good. We hear a knock at the door, we decide to open it, and our heart rate always goes up. Fortunately, this time, it wasn't some bloodthirsty raiders, but the brother and sister that we befriended some while ago. They're quite ambitious together with their group. They're trying to construct a few houses and make a small camp. If we have an axe, we can help them. Sure. Making some good progress, I'd say. Day 35. Trucking along. I'm happy we have the kitty back. It took a few hours, but we managed to chop everything they asked us, and even a bit more. Everyone was really grateful, and we got a lot of friendly pats on the back. Helping people and working together shares a nice feeling. We hope we get to visit our friends in their new home one day. Mary Jane is quite hungry, and nothing's going on to me. Cool. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sharikov found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out, and plastered debris all over our floor, table, and topped off with a big meowing fur ball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we try to take it away. If we try to take away the wire, maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine otherwise? Yeah, we're examining otherwise. We can't have Sharikov die. Dolores back? I heard the door open. We followed the wire outside and found a half burnt out truck with 2 surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. There's some kind of space tag right there. Were they listening in on our very own shelter? Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here, and the car had no wheels. Mary Jane is no longer hungry, and getting something to drink her Mary Jane would be the right idea. Timmy prefers apple juice, but he could use water and some food. And she needs a drink. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside the door. We weren't sure who it claimed to be representing freedom. We could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Yes. It's gonna be the military. Shucks, okay. Opening the door revealed a group of armed teenagers, possibly high school students. Contrary to what we expected, they were very friendly and requested to know if we've seen any Reds nearby. We couldn't help them when they found out. When they found out we were not armed, they were kind enough to leave us a spare rifle. We asked who they were. All they said were Wolverines. During one of its insane episodes at 3 last night, Sharikov ran face first into a wall, causing a loose brick to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammunition. Pour a new rifle. Thanks, whoever left it in there. Mary Jane is no longer hungry, and everyone's fine. Cool. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we let them hear us out? Or, you know what I meant. Alright, all is still well, but we might be out of water. They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they're top secret agents on the government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. You wouldn't say. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us and get more details, and Mary Jane seems fine. Hopefully you'll stay that way. And Timmy's making the best of the situation. Cool. We have a little bit of water. Is it enough for 2 people? No, just 1. These are dire circumstances we found ourselves in. Supplies are running low, and if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors has a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have, and we're stronger. Should we pay a visit? Bow! 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 The dark side? Show your evil self? Uh-oh. Dolores? I honestly forgot about her. We went, got what we needed, and came back. We're sure that group would do just fine. Most probably. Yeah, absolutely. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland, and she brought a flashlight back, the one that we set out with. Where to go for supplies? What a silly question. To the store, of course. We decided that bombs don't matter that much, and our favorite store should still be our #1 stop for groceries. We found it, or at least what was left of it. W, baby! Sorry. We found a shelf with a big sign that read everything for 99 cents. The only thing left were bottles of water. Huh. Expensive. Might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Dolores hasn't eaten, and she is tired and ill. And Timmy needs something to drink. So, Mary Jane, Timmy, let's give her everything. She needs it for real. And we can send Mary Jane out. Mary Jane has been awful silent today. This is very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? Of course. Cool. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. Dolores has not eaten for a while, and she is tired and can't seem to sleep it off. Dolores was cured from her illness. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty, but she could use a little bit of food, and Timmy is very hungry. So Mary Jane and him. It's about time we chose someone to scavenge. Obviously Mary Jane. It said it's not radioactive. We could send her out with a 9. We're not supposed to have it anyway, so. Because remember, the military didn't want us to have it. And we're trying to make it out of here alive, people. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Equipment. Gun. Dolores has not eaten for a while, and Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Timmy's no longer hungry. Time to ration supplies. No one's hungry, so we're good. Our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Perhaps we have someone check it out. Go get him, Timmy. Alrighty. A shocking discovery. It was a dirty ice cream truck. It was a little crispy around the edges, and it was also missing some wheels and other crucial parts, but the seats were fairly comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing to drive away and leave the radioactive hell behind us? Dolores would really love to eat something, and she needs a little more rest, and she also would like some water. Timmy also needs water. What was that? A rat? Rats are usually smaller than cats. And what's with the double tail? We can't let that thing get to our supplies. Let's get it! Whoosh, just like the forest. You should watch that video. Alright, let's see. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. Dolores has not eaten for a while. She ate yesterday. And Timmy's no longer hungry. Mysterious sounds coming from a radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do you want to tinker with it a bit and find the right frequency? It could be something important, or it could be the opposite. Let's figure it out. Hope we don't break our radio. I pray. Alright, our radio looks fine. That's nice. We managed to get a slightly cleaner signal after twisting some knobs and pressing some buttons. A female voice talked about being stranded in space. She said something about her crew members going insane and eating all the soup. This could be a prank or just a crazy person, but still, we wish we had an answer for now. We can only listen. Dolores is no longer hungry, but Timmy is very hungry. Timmy, eat up. Today we were visited by a strange looking little man, introduced himself as a trader. His prices are practically like cutting his own throat. The least we could do is take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. Yeah, I'm good. I use the bug spray more than cards, probably. Even though we dealt with like all the bugs and rodents. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kind of things, useless and not, we turned down the man's offer. It's probably for the better. He did look quite untrustworthy. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Timmy is no longer hungry, but he can use a drink. Let's try not to run out of water again. It seems whoever it was, they met their end. After a series of terrifying screams, the radio fell silent. Just before that, a distressed woman recited her full name and address. She used to live in our town. Should we take a hike to her house and find out if she left anything of value? It's not like she will need it anytime soon. Having just been swallowed by a whole bloodthirsty monster from outer space, at least that's what it sounded like. Of course, we'll go check it out. We found Dee Dee's apartment. That's probably from their other game, if I had to guess. The address led us to a small apartment nearby. Inside, we found work uniforms, several pairs of rollerblades, and some supplies. The whole place smelled of coffee, and the uniforms looked like ones a diner waitress would wear. Under a ton of coffee beans in the kitchen sink, we found a stack of papers and contracts with a company called Astro Citizen. Was this lady really sent to space? Who was she? We can ponder these questions while eating the tomato soup we took from her apartment. She didn't sound like she would need it anytime soon. Dolores is no longer thirsty, and Timmy is no longer thirsty. Cool, that's some extra tomato soup. There was another military announcement on the radio. The soldiers nearby and ordering a single person from each survivor group to meet them on the outline of the group situation. This is a bit odd. We do hope they mean well. It's pretty much the only thing we can do. So it's probably worth sending someone over. Alright, let's send over the only adult. Hopefully she makes it back quite soon. We managed to make it to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions that the soldiers asked us. Let's hope that we fulfilled their expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. But Dolores has not eaten for a while. Our ammunition is missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be somewhere. We need to find it. Use the flashlight. We definitely don't need ammunition to help the gun, unless she just brought it back, baby! W! Dude, this is going great. The ammunition clip was covered by a can. Too bad it wasn't empty. Or too bad it was empty. But at least we have the bullets back. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane. She brought back the gun. We set off to an expedition nearby zoo. We used to visit on the weekends. We're happy to report that it's still productive. That it was a productive spy run as well as an educational trip. We saw pterodactyls, chimpanzees, a pony, a small army of cockroaches, and other majestic creatures that have emerged in the post-nuclear fauna. The marine life section had collapsed, turning it into a radioactive pond in the middle of the zoo. In the middle of the zoo, filled with creatures like piranhas and sea ponies. In a half-destroyed aquarium room, we found an undamaged cupboard with some supplies, and a friendly-looking crab-top mus lazily observed the sea life section from a distance. And instead, we found the body of a zoo worker with some of his possessions laying around. He had a lock. Running away from the humongous tarantulas, we made our escape through the zoo souvenir shop. Most of it was torn to shreds by the bomb, but a few useful things were laying around, and we got cards. We might have a little paranoid, but we think someone followed us, so this isn't happening yet. We've been followed every time. Mary Jane is hungry and tired. Dolores is no longer hungry. There has to be some water left. Alright. Mary Jane wants food, and everyone else wants water. Cool. Means, I guess we might as well have Timmy ready. This is a joyful time in a sea of grief. It's Timmy's birthday today. Just like last year, we waited until the moment to get him a present. But this time, our options are limited to whatever we can find in our shelter. What should we get him? Checkerboard. Hopefully he doesn't break it in like a feat of rage. We're doing pretty good for like our first run, though. Sharikov is on the thingy. When we were taking cover in the shelter, we barely had any time to grab anything, so the checkers set is missing half its pieces. It seems you can still play with one half. Since Timmy has been enjoying himself. Sorry. Mary Jane is quite hungry. She's sleepy and has no energy, and she would also like some water. Timmy is hungry, and Mary Jane is everything. Perfecto. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person for the job. Timmy, I don't want to do it, buddy, but I'm gonna send you out. Oh, I didn't mean to give him the gas mask, though. He really didn't need it. Oopsie doopsie. We probably won't need it otherwise. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll be able to do if he doesn't come back. Mary Jane is quite hungry, and Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time, but she has no energy for anything. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. I did not mean to do that. Huh, I knew I could do that. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel. Provided the camels have 5 legs, the animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. Offers 1 water in exchange for 1 of those, or offers 4 in exchange for a radio. 4 for the radio. I mean, we need the radio, though. So we're not going to need the ammunition. Nah, we might need the ammunition. Let's get rid of the checkerboard. We're definitely going to need the water. We changed the goods to the trader, and she went on her way. Before she left, she insisted that we should listen to radio broadcasts. If we ever want to get out of that shelter and find a safe place to be. Mary Jane is quite hungry, and she's tired. And Dolores is thirsty, so boom and boom. We have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. Of course. Every time. We busted the radio, which is great. We could have traded it for water, but now it's broken. Damn it, something blew up inside the radio, and the wretched thing caught fire. We unable to put it out, and it doesn't work anymore. Mary Jane is no longer hungry, and she is rested, but she could use water, and Dolores could use food. Boom, boom. If Sharikov considers our shelter its home now, we might as well try to get along. We could try to carry it around and pet it on the head. All cats like a good pet, and Sharikov should hopefully be no exception. Otherwise, any attempt to touch the cat could lead to our untimely death. So we try to play with him? Of course. I'll play with kitties. We're surviving a lot longer than I anticipated. We actually rubbed its head before it ran away in panic. It was nice and soft. They say petting a fluffy animal is good for you. Sure enough, we feel slightly better. We came up with this insane idea. This is a wild beast. It can't be tamed. The encounter has left us both physical and emotional scars. One thing for sure, we don't ever need to pet it again. Mary Jane isn't thirsty. Dolores is no longer hungry, but Dolores returned. Uh-oh. Just when we thought we might have a quiet day, we got invaded. A group of bandits is on the other side of the door, demanding we walk out with our hands in the air. They will get in the hard way. That doesn't sound too good. Yeah, we're just gonna lock the door. Defend yourself without a weapon, of course. Alright, let's see. We didn't think that the small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seemed that they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that the padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry bandits, or barbarians. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they don't come back? We should attend to Dolores' injuries, and water is all she wants. Mary Jane needs food. We woke up to the sound of banging on the door. Someone has been at it like there's no tomorrow. In a manner of speaking, that might be true. So we open the door. Yes. See, the bandits just like knocked on the door. They could have had everything. They shouldn't have said that they wanted to like shoot us. I appear to have been an idiot. Considering nothing is in our home, it seems bum, 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 bum. We got beat by bandits. We opened the door and expected friendly faces. Instead, we were beaten, tied up, and forced to watch a band of raiders plunder our home. If there was ever a time we thought of our shelter's home, it was right then. All our supplies were plundered. Nothing was left behind, save for a few damaged items. We don't know what we're going to do to survive. We're no doctors, but we should help Dolores. It's getting pretty bad. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Getting something to drink from Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. About that. Mary Jane's been caught sneaking out under the cover of night. Dolores was furious when Mary Jane revealed she was going on a date with some bandit boy. She met him during an expedition. Mary Jane asked for a chance to contact her date via written note to apologize for not showing up. Yes. Because maybe he'll get all of our stuff back. Alright, we need to get something done. After hours of tears, begging, pleading, and some more tears, Dolores caved. Mary Jane wrote a note to the bandit boy and drew some hearts with the tomato soup and left to drop it off. She came back angry and disappointed. Apparently the boy was eaten by a mutant raccoon while waiting for her the other night. Mary Jane said it was for the best. He was clearly better raccoon fodder than boyfriend material. Timmy can sneak like a little agent man, but that might not be enough to avoid the band of raiders camping near a shelter. You can probably assume he hasn't come back. And she confirmed that he's dead, so those raiders are really screwing us up. Not only did they just plunder all of our stuff, they killed our Timmy. And that was kind of my last hope. Dolores is still hurt, and it might take a while before she recovers. She put on a brave face. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do, so. A high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in the top secret mission, and they will send us that will surely land us in a VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on a successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Send in our best candidate. Alright. Keep pushing. Anyway, Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. We graciously agreed to their fullest request. They thanked us for doing their civic duty and promised to be back with more information soon. She must have been putting on a brave face, but she must have been starving. Is there anything we do with Dolores' injuries? And water is all she wants. I'm sorry, Dolores. I don't know what they want. They're not going to get anything from us unless they shoot Dolores. Gulp. Curiosity killed the cat, they say. All those expeditions we sent out led a band of renegades to us. We had to yield, and our fate remains uncertain. We're not optimistic. The only law now is the law of the wasteland, and we're not going to benefit from that. We survived 58 days. Yeah. I'm not going to go through it, but if you'd like to watch it, that was it. There we perished. Survived 58 days, consuming 12 water, and 10... I'm so sorry. And 10 soup cans. We had 5 out of 6 successful expeditions, brought back 25 items, and 1 no decision, and 14 yeses. But yeah, I'm going to end the adventure. And that's going to be it for today's video, guys. So I'm going to ask that you all subscribe right on... Hold on. You all subscribe right on down here, or watch one of the new videos right over that way or that way. And if you liked, please drop a like, and yeah, subscribe. See you guys all next time. Thank you for watching. 60 seconds. If you'd like a part 2, comment down below. Bye-bye.